Hello students, the next chapter that we have is vocabulary building, and in the vocabulary building there is first point that there are different rules of spellings, and the rules of spelling means how to make singular to plural, how to change the parts of speech of the word, maybe from verb to adverb or noun to verb. So these are common rules that you have already understood up to your 10th standard. Now what kind of questions would be there based on this vocabulary that we will discuss? The first point is that there would be a question that they will ask you which is the correctly spelled word. They would give you three words. Out of the three words, two words they would be having their wrong spelling, and you have to select the one word out of the three which is correctly spelled. They would confuse you. They would give you committee, committee, and committee. Three different spellings, and one spelling would be correct. That correct spelling you need to identify, and for that you would get 1 mark. So make sure that you understand the first concept. There would be three words out of which you have to identify the correctly spelled word. The second question that would be asked, that there are some words in English that confuse you, and out of that you have to identify which is the correct word that fits in the given sentence, or they may ask you to write the meaning and use the correct word in correct sentence. For example, you would understand by this example: accept, expect, accept. Now apparently these three words, we feel that they are almost similar as far as their pronunciation is concerned, but accept is different, expect is different, and expect is different. So these words are confusing, and such confusing words like principle, principle, principal, and principle, so PAL and PLE, that may be different and that may be confusing, and you have to identify this difference. There is another thing that they will ask you: collocation. Now collocation is what? It's a combination of 2-3 words, and in English we always use these combinations or collocations. Now collocations means combination of 2-3 words and they convey some meaning. So in examination there would be word, they would give you a collocation and they would expect you to write it or use it in your own sentence. For example, in front of. Now in front of, these three words combined together, it becomes a prepositional phrase. So you have to use this prepositional phrase in such a manner, this collocation in such a manner that you have understood the concept or the meaning of that collocation. For example, there is a mobile phone in front of me. Now when I write this in my sentence, that use itself suggests that yes, I have understood it. So this is about collocation, and there are n number of collocations in English, and in your syllabus also there are so many examples given, you can go through. The next question about vocabulary is idioms. Idioms are the special expressions of a particular language. So these idioms have some superficial meaning and some in-depth meaning. So for that in-depth or hidden meaning or implied meaning, we use these idioms in our day-to-day languages. So it may be Marathi, Hindi, or English, or Urdu. In English also there are so many idioms, and in examination they would give you one idiom and they would expect you to write its meaning and use it in your own word. For example, all that glitters is not gold. Now all that glitters is not gold, superficially you feel that what is the meaning of this, but when you use it in particular sentence, then you realize what is the meaning and how to use it. For example, I saw there was a very colorful gift, wrapped gift, and when I opened it, it was hardly a pen of 5 rupees. So outwardly the gift looked very expensive. So in this situation I can say that by looking at the gift given by one of my friends, I felt that it would be very costly, but when I opened it, it was only a pen. Really, all that glitters is not gold. So idioms, words often confused, collocations, and the correct spelling word, this is what you have to understand in the chapter vocabulary building. I hope you would practice it given in your workbook. I wish you good luck. Thank you.